You own a business and want it to be the best it can be.
Of course I do.
That means you need to offer the best products available.
Sounds great, but how do I find them?
The good news is you can rely on the guys at Turfs Up Radio to keep you up to date on all the latest and top products.
Good to know. What do you got?
Well, here's a product we found that will make your clients happy and your competition envious.
That's right, your competition envious. I'm telling you, especially with all the new stuff that you got going on, Dave. And you know, Jeff, I know Jeff works his tail off. And he's
Jeff
always
was genetically designed to do what he does.
I don't think that he could ever. He's like he would be out of his element if he ever stopped working for you guys. He would be like he wouldn't know what to do. It was like you're right. He's a machine. He's a cast machine. That's what he is. But he's always out there fiddling with his lighting outside. He's showing, and now he's got that new system. I would love for you to talk to us about that new system with the new technology of being able to switch all the different lights to different colors. I sold that, by the way, already with this client that's here on Middle River, and she's so excited about it. And what's really cool about it is Jeff said you can program, like you say you want breast aware or cancer awareness month.
You can basically pre-program scenes. It's a color change. It's a Bluetooth. It's a mesh network Bluetooth spotlight, 40 degree. It pumps out a ton of light. It's an integrated light Bluetooth color changing spotlight that effectively, some of the other guys that are out there are using like a lamp that's more or less like an MR16 envelope. So you really can't, you can't get 10 watts in a small form factor like that. So ours is completely integrated. We use a big COB chip on there. Full, you have all the colors of the rainbow. We have color cycling options, so you can slowly dissolve through different color scenes. You can go anywhere from 15 seconds all the way up to 2 minutes, so you can have a slow scene change. And then you can set any color you would like in a pre-program, so that, if you have Valentine's Day or New Year's or Halloween or any of that kind of stuff, you can, St. Patrick's Day, of course, we want to have green to say, come on over and have a beer. So, you can pre-program all that stuff. And what's neat is what I see the future is that pretty much every house is going to have a lighting system. And then you're going to have a few of these kind of tucked in on the overall system so that you can offer your customers, say, hey, we're going to have a white light during the year and to match the rest of your lighting system. But then during these different events, you break out your app, you get communication with the mesh network, boom, and you can go to a pre-programmed scene for whatever, however long you want. But that's kind of the evolution of really lighting. We're making it fun. We're making it something useful and different, and it's just kind of cool.
What is it going to do to holiday lights?
Holiday lights are kind of its own sort of monster, because that's where we get into the Christmas spirit. I think this will be a more of a complement to the overall holiday theme, but I don't think it's going to take over the holiday theme. Now we have those little the hologram that gets exploded by a laser that gives you those little laser spots all over the house. I actually had one of those, one of the very first ones that was manufactured. Those things retailed for $400, and now you can buy them online for $25. But those do have a laser. You got to be really careful. You don't want to look in those things; they'll cook your eyeball. It could be
really
a problem. Oh yeah, those are dangerous. So those little lasers. But anyway.
That's going to be a new trend. I know it is. I can't wait to install it. And I told I can't wait to get this thing on, because the block that we're doing this job on is a pretty high end block. There's some guy, and Dominican Soon, what is the guy's name from the Miami Dolphins, lives right over there. All these guys. I said, I just butchered his name. Anyway, they all live up in this area, and I just can't. And no one has lighting, right, Jeff? You come down here like nobody. Why don't people? They have these gorgeous landscapes, beautiful landscapes, and nobody does lighting. And if they do,
everywhere you look, it's like that. Though it is, the market's still wide open, because there's a lot of unlit homes, and the ones that are lit, most of them aren't even lit right. They look horrible. to the trained eye, that is.
Well, this is going to be perfect. I can't wait to show. It's going to be our little stage, you know, so people can come by. I guarantee you when we're done, I'd love to have you come down, Jeff, and help me with this. But you're going to have to just instruct me because, you know, obviously this is not a good time. But I can't wait to get this thing set up. It's going to be so gorgeous. And it's a perfect place to do it, too. So I'm really excited about that. But
Dave,
your lights.
Dave, I know you had something else queued up for this. What else were you want to talk about?
One of the things you guys wanted me to focus on some products and things, and I was just thinking for a few minutes, like what's really important, you know, and probably one of the guiding principles, you know, I got into the lighting business back in 1989 when it really, really first started. And one of the guiding principles back then was you always needed to see the effect of the light and never the source of the light. I mean, the one thing that destroys a lighting system is glare. Your eye, the human eye is amazing. It has an operating range of, you know, a harvest moon, which is 1/10 of a lux, all the way to about 127,000 lux, which is a sunny day in June on the beach. And the beauty of landscape lighting is that we're able to use very low levels of light, and we're able to create these amazing landscapes. We use different levels of light. We create focal points. We create texture and safe passage, usable space. You know, we have transition areas and shadows and scale and all this romantic, intimate settings. We just do all this crazy, great stuff with landscape lighting. And the one thing that is always in the back of my mind is, you know, you always have to see the effect of the light and never the source of the light. So when we started way, way, way back when, 20 years ago when we started this business, it was always about, you know, I always looked at our products as being tools for the professional to be able to deliver the right effect. We want to be able to shroud the light source. We want to be able to offer different lumen levels, different beam spreads, to be able, so that really the lights are tools for the professional to deliver the desired effect out on the landscape, right? And one of the real culprits that has always lurked in the shadows, there's one fixture out there. I mean, we got it right with, you know, niche lights for the most part. The industry's got it right. You know, spotlights, we all have shrouds so we can shroud the light. Moonlights, if they're up 25 feet, you got a big shroud on there or a cowl so you can not see the source of the light. That works out great. But there's been one product that has been lurking in the shadows that has been continuing to wreck lighting systems all across the country, and that is path lights, area lights. You know, one of the things when I first designed our series, our path lights, our small China hat, mushroom, New Orleans, we were using a Zelogen. It's like a halogen lamp with a filament, and the filament had to sit below the top of the vase, so that if you had that fixture and it was on an elevation and you looked directly into the bottom of that path light, that path area light, you would not see the source of the light, so you wouldn't get the glare. And remember, you want to see the source. You want to see the effect of the light, never the source of the light. So we were able to eliminate those glare bombs, which would ruin an otherwise really nice lighting system. And one of the things that's happened over the years, or really actually since the LED technology took hold, is it's like we forgot about lighting design. And a lot of guys, unbeknownst to them, you know, they buy a pretty lighting pathway light. If there's one architectural or design element in the lighting business, it's the selection of the path lights. That's something where, you know, the homeowner says, oh, I like this style, or that matches the house or whatever. And they go ahead and they grab a fixture because it matches the architectural style that you see during the day. But when they turn it on at night, it's a glare bomb. It ruins a great lighting system. And what happens when you have glare is the iris in your eye shuts down because you have glare, and your eye is, you know, you can't control the iris of your eye. Involuntarily, that's going to shut down. So having glare ruins your job, because now all the lighting where you're setting all these really delicate light levels and your focal points and transition areas. So the one problem that has always been a problem is pathway lights. So when we went through the transition from halogen into LED, our classic pathway lights, we came up with something called the CA-LED2. It's a drop-in LED module, and it holds true to our design, the way we consider our project design tools for the professional to deliver glare-free lighting. You don't get any glare. It delivers an awesome distribution of light without any glare. And then we came up with our Craftsman Series product, and that's an integrated product. So it's all built as one unit. The other product, the CA-LED2, is actually, it's modular. You can pop out those right in the field. But that's
what's the name of that lighting? I want to go to.
We have it's our Pathway lights. We call it our Classic Series. We have our large and small China and mushroom, and our New Orleans style hat. It uses a CA-LED2. It's called a drop-in module. That what it does is it shines. It reflects the light, goes straight up. The underside of the hat is white, and it reflects the light out, so you don't see the light source. And what happened with LEDs is that people had these lights and they wanted an LED lamp, and they used what's called a corncob lamp, and they drop them in and you have a direct light source. And especially if you have an elevation where you can actually see where the lamp is on a Pathway light, it just delivers a glare bomb. So one of the things I think what we're all doing, when I talk about lighting design, I always say that we create, when you look at a painting, it's a static view. It's art, but it's a static view. We create a functional piece of artwork in someone's backyard that they enjoy. They walk through. We create scenes. We create texture, focal points. You have shadows. You do all this great stuff, and people are walking through this piece of artwork, which is the backyard, right? So I've always, what the one part that's out there that really kills me is when I drive along and I see these Pathway lights and they just glare bombs. They're just ruining what would be magnificent. So it's just something that, unbeknownst to the contractors, it's something they want to pay attention to. And, I've always said, and again, I've taught at Rutgers now, it'll be 25 years next year. I don't care if you buy my products. My job, I'm honored if you buy my products. Okay. I'm totally honored and humbled, right? My job and our job is to elevate this industry, to make it a great industry, a profitable industry. Let's keep bringing it up. It's so easy to ruin an industry, and you see it all across.
You're trying to make it better. You're trying to make it better. You're not You're not just trying to sell lights. You're trying to make it better.
Yeah, let's make it great, man. Let's all enjoy this. Let's all, you're gonna get, we're all gonna get old. We're all gonna be tired one day, man. Let's all work together. Let's make this. It's a great industry. There's so much value. I think lighting adds, and that's the part that really got me juiced about the business. And this is way back in the late 80s. I got out of college and I experienced my first lighting system. And I got to tell you, the first design I did was a train wreck. The second one was pretty bad too, but then we started to learn all these design elements, and it just blew my mind how we create it's functional art that people enjoy every day. You buy a painting, you look at it from a static viewpoint. We create backyard art, and it is so cool. And Jeff is absolutely the creator of some of the most magnificent places. And he just goes in like a hurricane, man, and he just knocks out these jobs, and these customers are just blown away all over the country, man. When he gets his teeth into a design, it's going to be killer. Yeah, he's better. I got to tell you, he's better than me, big time. I spend too much time designing.
Well, I would tell our listeners, ask you to tell our listeners how to find you, but everybody knows about Cast Lighting. That's right, Jeff. Everybody knows how Cast Lighting is.
And if they don't, they should know.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. And you can find it for Turfs Up Radio. You can find Cast Lighting. Go to Cast Lighting, cast-lighting.com. Check them out. Check out the cool path lights that Dave was just talking about. Is true. You don't want to see those lights. You want to see them do a nice. You want them to work for you and not to take away from anything like that. That's right. But listen, we'll be right back. I appreciate that. That was great. Dave. Great having you, my man. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks a bunch.
At Turfs Up Radio, we're giving you an edge on the competition while helping you grow your business.
I could use that.
Then keep listening in for more exciting product information.
Sounds good.
At Turfs Up Radio, we've got your back.